Welcome to YorkZucker.com Insights. I wanted today to talk about funding. More specifically, how can we fix the SME funding challenge? Now, if you keep your ears and eyes open, you'll notice that almost every entrepreneur and SME is struggling to get funded. And that is true in the old-fashioned definition of funding, meaning going to an institution, organization, an individual, and asking them for money, and they write you a check, you deposit in your account, and you start investing or building your business. That kind of funding is slow, takes a long time, it comes with a lot of condition and hurdles, and it's becoming less and less. But today I wanted us to open our eyes a little bit more. What if we stopped thinking of funding in the I need a check or I need an investor? What if we looked at the full spectrum of funding? Let me make you a practical example. If I had asked you, how much do you need? And you wrote to me, I need $1 million. It doesn't matter which currency. And I said, okay, great. Take a piece of paper, please, and write me 2 columns, needs and wants. Wonderful. Now write down what that $1 million will allow you to do. You must say, I need an office, I need a truck, I need a trailer, I need equipment, I need staff, I need a nice desk, furniture, laptop, computer, phone, whatever the case. Like a shopping list, like if you went shopping with that. Wonderful. Now separate that list into the needs, absolutely core, without that we cannot function, and the nice to haves. Let me give you an example. A phone, the latest iPhone, a brand new phone is a nice to have. You can go on, I've forgotten all these second-hand platforms and buy phenomenal phones that are 2-3 years old that do the job brilliantly for 2/10 of the price of a new phone. You can buy second-hand refurbished laptops which are amazing, second-hand monitors. Do you really need an office? Can you not work out of co-working space? Or maybe, economy being what it is, maybe somebody has a long-term lease with a lot of empty space. Why not don't approach him and say, hey guys, look, I'm looking for 2 desks, literally for 2 people to work in. You already got electricity, water, toilets, you've got Wi-Fi. Can I not plug into your office structure and I'll pay a contribution towards cost? That removes deposit, that removes all the costs that are associated with renting. So do you see now how suddenly you can drop your required amount to substantially less than you originally anticipated? Now suddenly, in our experience, when we do this exercise with SMEs, and we've done this in 83 countries, you'll notice that suddenly you need probably 40% of the original funding. Now we can get creative. Now, what is it that you need the other 40% for? Okay, I need salespeople. I need back office. I need support team to put in place. Well, come on, you're innovators. Think with a resource or constrained resources environment perspective. Instead of salespeople, okay, wait, if I'm selling coffee, can't I go to an organization that already sells the cups and do a bundle package? So work in partnership on the existing distribution models to sell the coffee, rather than me reinventing the wheel. Yes, you'll get less money, you might have less control, but my goodness me, why do you want to make all the mistakes that all the other entrepreneurs done already? The power of partnerships is enormous. Will you find the right partner immediately? Probably not. Will you get screwed over here and there? Absolutely. Tell you what, you'll get screwed over anyway. So do it. Development funding. Yes, there is development funding. And I would approach it as organization. If you have a social mandate somehow, that will fund you and have much better condition than the angel investors, venture capitalists, and banks if they ever do invest. The next step is think about the clients first. Always, if you ever need capital, never go with your idea. You will not get funded. Or if somebody expresses interest, they're being fake. The most likely scenario is you're going to spend 6 months to 18 months dancing with somebody who is never going to intentionally invest in you because they keep asking you for more papers, more something, more this, more that. Here's my suggestion. Spend time. Rather than spending 6 months looking for funding, it'll take about 2 years. Rather than spend 6 months to 2 years looking for funding, spend 6 months to 2 years looking for leads. Imagine if I did a lovely WordPress website or Google sites or whatever the case may be, and I start attracting. I say, guys, I'm about to publish African Intellectual, this wonderful book, and as soon as it's published, I'm going to sell it for $80, and but for you, I'm going to sell it for 10. If you sign up to my mailing list now, I will sell it to you when it's published for $10. Now, what happens? You start getting attention. And by the way, they don't have to pay anything. Now you have a list of 20, 50, 500, 2,000 people who would name, surname, email address that expressed interest in this. Now with that list, it's much easier to get financing. Now you can get to an organization and say, here's what I want to create, and here's a list of the 2,000 people that are ready to buy it. Even if not all the 2,000 people buy it, because we live in a real world, you'll find suddenly the interest is much greater in investing in you. Don't forget support structures, incubation, accelerators, enterprise development organization. There's a lot of stuff that they have that is free for you. If you don't have to pay internet access, if you don't pay for the desk, you just have to attend classes, workshops. Sometimes they offer legal assistance, how to structure your business, advice, accounting, back office functions. My goodness me, don't be stupid, don't invent the wheel yourself. Entrepreneurship is a juggling act of note, and the less you have to juggle, the more likely the balls are going to stay in the air. Access to funding is important, but don't forget also that if you need an investor, whether it's an uncle, a family friend, a grandfather, somebody you don't know who's investing, an organization, a venture capital, angel investor, it doesn't matter who, you can't go to them with the idea and expect to be funded. You have to build the relationship. You're getting married to them, for heaven's sake. Would you go on a first date, when you meet in a bar and say, hi, I just met you tonight, but would you like to get married? It takes time. It takes 12 months to 36 months at least. So start meeting with people right early in your journey. Keep them updated once every month, once every quarter. Send them a little email. Tell them what you've done, lessons. Don't bombard them with long things. They don't care about you that much, trust me. But keep them updated. Warm them up. Let them feel that they can participate. One of my businesses got funded that way because it was a person I didn't even know were in a position to fund me or to fund a startup. And I kept him updated. We met. I told him the realities, the challenges, and he liked the fact that I wasn't promising the moon or the stars, that I was being down to earth, that I had challenges, how I addressed them. They got to know how I reacted in tough times, and they started believing in how I run the business. So I hope this helps. We don't need more funding. What we need is to think differently about what is already out there.